Hello, I'm Natalia Gemmell and I'm one of the co-founders of Acu-ease, and this is part 2 of your free 3-part video training series that you're getting just for signing up for our webinar. Now, most of the clients that come to see us are women and they're not feeling great about their body, and in particular they're not feeling great about their weight. So let's see if this sounds a bit familiar to you. You're a dynamic, busy woman. You're managing family, you're getting your work commitments attended to, you're balancing a social life, and you're managing everything, but right now you just don't seem to be managing your weight. You might have done some free things already. Perhaps you've listened to friends, tried some diets, maybe you've even put in place an exercise routine for yourself. You might have even invested money, paid for a gym membership, let's say, or been buying organic fruit and vegetables, or maybe you've even done one of the weight loss regimes that are out there with ready meals or shakes, protein bars, that kind of thing. But right now you're at a point where you're just feeling like the promises that the gurus out there are giving you just aren't going to come off, and you're wondering, who do I trust? What do I do? I've got questions, the questions aren't being answered. Where do I go to from here? Now, my guess is that if you're listening to this, you're probably at a point where you're no longer believing the myth that the women's magazines are trying to sell us, that there is one weight loss solution out there for everyone. And if you listened to Dr. Gemmell last week, you'd know that basically everybody's different. We've got a different genetic makeup, we've got a different environment that we're growing up in, we've got different ways of dealing with stress, different hormonal balance, and all of these things affect how we lose weight. And I can tell you that the only way that you are going to lose weight is if you find a way of eating and relating to food that works for you and your body and not someone else. Now, I'm also guessing that before now you probably have been successful in losing weight. So you might have been someone who was naturally thin and only recently started to put on weight, or perhaps you're someone that, like me, you had to struggle with your weight, but you could lose it and then you'd put it on again. And that putting it back on meant that you felt like all the time and the energy and the effort that you had invested made you a failure of some kind. Well, look, I need to tell you here, it is not your fault. You know, it's just that you guys have not been given the tools that you need to successfully lose the weight, but not only that, but to maintain it for the rest of your life. We have so many women that come to see us who have been on this weight loss roller coaster, and they'll say it just feels like the time, energy and effort that they've put in have been an utter waste, and they feel angry, they feel depressed, they feel unlucky and sorry for themselves, and then they just start snacking, which really doesn't help to lose weight. And it makes you sort of ask, well, how does this happen? You know, if I can lose the weight, if I can, you know, do a routine that works for me, put in the effort, and then I just end up putting it back on, what's going on here? Now, the thing is, with so many of those weight loss programs that are out there, they're actually creating a dependence. They're selling you the shakes and the protein bars, they're delivering your meals, they're selling you the pills, you're following their rules and their procedures, you're preparing their recipes, and then, you know, life changes. You get married, and your husband likes to take you out for lunch, or you have a baby, or you lose your job, or you move cities. And, you know, the rules and procedures, they're not working anymore. You are a normal person with a normal life, and you just keep on going and doing what you can. Now, between you and me, I've had a look at some of your Facebook pages, and I see a bunch of women out there who are dynamic, energized, they look like they think for themselves, they look like they really know what they're doing. So, you know, you can make these decisions, you're managing everything in your life so brilliantly, so why would you be letting someone else manage your weight? Why would you be putting yourself in a position where you're doing something, and then if you want to lose weight again, you have to go back and buy more shakes, buy more pills, buy more of whatever these so-called experts are selling that are going to keep you on their system and on their way of thinking. Look, I came from a really fat family, and I just assumed that I would be fat for the rest of my life. And what I had to learn, and what I discovered through the Acu-ease weight loss system, was how I could relate to food like a thin person. So actually what I learned was how not to listen to the so-called experts that are out there. And I have to tell you that unlike most of those gurus there, we are not interested in developing a relationship with you that's going to make you dependent on us. What we're after here is to give you the lifelong skills that you need to stay thin for the rest of your life, so you can make the choices, you can be in control, and you can do what you want. And look, I'm guessing that, like you, I am utterly sick of those so-called experts out there telling me that there are 63% of the overweight and obese adults in Australia, that their health and their weight loss is just about food and exercise. Eat less food, do more exercise, you'll be fine. Well, how frigging rude is that? I mean, how off the mark is it? It's not about that. It is about our relationship with food. It is about you, me, being in charge of our body, our life, and doing things that really work right for you. So what I'm saying is, if you would like to learn more about what the so-called experts out there don't say and aren't interested in telling you about you and becoming your own expert on your own body, then come and have a listen to Dr. Gemmell at the webinar on Wednesday. And you know, once you've got this, it will completely change your life, and it will completely change the way you relate to your body. There is no luck involved with this. It's just the secrets that those so-called experts, they don't want to tell you. And I know that I'm just scratching the surface here, and I know that you're going to have more and more questions. So just remember, Dr. Gemmell's talking live on Wednesday, and the date and time are going to come up on your screen just now. And just bring any questions you have about your weight and your body so that you can pick his brain, because that's what he's there for. All right, lovely talking to you, and I look forward to meeting with you at the webinar on Wednesday. See ya.